Can you believe I had a dream like that? I remember someone said they'd let us go in the morning.
Yeah, I said that. So what?
So what? We've been stuck here for 2 months already.
98, 99, 1.5! Who? That's quite a truly remarkable and impressive count. And you said your huge audience would easily get 20,000 likes on the video. So where are they?
Man, I don't get it. All comments are positive, everyone seems to like it, but there are only 12,000 likes.
Maybe they don't even want us to be released?
No way, our audience isn't like that.
Yeah, true. What are you two yelling about over there?
Listen, Mr. Colombo, this is all some kind of mistake. I was just walking down the road.
I've heard this particular story so many times before. So what exactly do we have here? Illegal street racing right in the very heart of the city center, that's one. Significant destruction of city infrastructure, that's two. And running a red light a staggering 184 times. 185. Well, to be precise, and anyway, what are you the prosecutor's son that I should let you go? No. So just sit here and keep quiet.
Well, at least turn on the computer.
Sure, no problem. Well, even though for obvious reasons we can't continue our story, I won't leave you today without an interesting video. The thing is, during all the time we've been sitting here, we've created several interesting projects, and today I'll show you the process of making them. And don't forget to comment at the end about which project you liked most. Let's go!
We'll start with a video for the company that provided as many as 3 cans of oil for the last race. It's just a shame it didn't help me much. So basically they wanted a video that would combine a scene from Back to the Future with a scene from Terminator, where their oil canister would play the role of the Terminator. And they sent us this kind of storyboard.
No way! Absolutely not!
Dad, after deciphering these scribbles, we immediately got to work. Kolya took on the task of developing the updated DeLorean design. He's our main car creation specialist on the channel, and I started modeling the locations from the movie. Naturally, in the film the location was shot at night, and from the footage it was almost impossible to make out what was actually there. So I opened up some maps and found this place in daylight. After recreating the movie location precisely according to the map, I filled it with various trees, light poles and other little details to create a sense of realism. Overall, it was just a shopping mall parking lot, so it didn't require a lot of intricate detailing. And by this point, Kolya had already prepared the car in 2 versions. After all, we needed the DeLorean to look both like the one from the present and the one from the future. And also, I modeled a canister like this one. I wanted to recreate the vibe from the movie as closely as possible. So I had to spend quite a bit of time on the animation and lighting as well. And yes, maybe those who watched Terminator remember how he appeared out of that mysterious sphere in the film. After studying the scene frame by frame, I recreated the same mysterious sphere and added some lighting effects in post-production, and also deformed the asphalt, as if the lighting had struck there. Well, the scene with the acceleration effects, fiery trails, and the license plate took up most of the time, since it involved procedural animation, and the result depended less on skill and more on trying out different simulation options. So after getting more or less suitable shots, all that was left was to make the DeLorean fly. Supposedly it would fly off into the future and then bring back new modern oil cans from there. Who even came up with this idea? In the end, after almost a month of painstaking work, this is what we achieved.
What's up with you? I just realized that the oil they paid you with is now rolling around in the Razor BMW.
And the next video we made together with the Greate production team. This is an announcement for the new Drift Racing Park project from the Predator Drift team. Our task was to create a cool promo, using a Dodge Viper as the main character and the driver in a Predator mask. So from the initial assets, we had the track itself in 3D format and a model of the Viper, which I immediately sent to Colunia. And after his expert opinion,
Let's start over, Misha. Prep.
the Viper was sent for a complete overhaul to look as cool as possible in the video. Meanwhile, together with Greate, we dove into a brainstorming session to come up with a top-notch idea for the video. In the end, we decided to do a camera flight through the forest, transitioning out onto the track, where at that very moment two Vipers would be drifting. And at the moment the camera approaches, time was supposed to stop, freezing all the dynamic visual effects. And on top of that, I decided to turn up the heat and recreated the effect of burning tires, sparks from direct car contact, and neon trails from the taillights. Initially we thought about doing all of this in daylight, but then all our lighting effects would have faded into the background. That's why we decided to set the scene at dusk. Altogether, it ended up looking absolutely stunning. After putting everything together and layering on a bunch of atmospheric sounds and effects, we ended up with an almost cinematic trailer that gives you goosebumps. And we'll wrap up today's review of our projects with a video for a company that manufactures all kinds of filters for cars. And really, how hard could it be to come up with a creative concept for a filter? That's what we thought until we almost went on a week-long bender. Fortunately, the company's name itself, Big Filter, gave us a hand, and then the idea just came to us. The car should be driving circles around a giant air filter the size of a house. On the outside of the filter there would be smoke and dirt, while inside fresh air, birds singing and lots of plants, visually demonstrating the quality of the filter's performance. Inspired by this idea, we got to work. Ideally, to fit an entire meadow inside the filter, a regular narrow filter just wouldn't do. For this purpose, we would need to use a large air filter, like the ones used in carbureted cars. It has a large diameter and is relatively short in height, but then it would make sense to use a car from that era as well.
Exactly.
So in the end we decided to combine the style of the past with the technology of today. That's why we took a modern Dodge Challenger and painted it in the company's corporate colors. As for the location, in the original plan we were supposed to have a port with shipping containers. But first of all, the idea with containers is a bit overused. And secondly, placing a logo on a surface like corrugated metal isn't a great idea, because from any angle other than perpendicular, the logo would be unreadable. So after a brainstorming session, we decided to simply build a city out of the company's product boxes. After all, it's Big Filter, so let the boxes be big too. And by picking a catchy soundtrack mixed with the Challenger's supercharger, we ended up with this kind of video. Well, these are the interesting projects we came up with today. If you like our making of series not just about Need for Speed, but about everything we do in general, be sure to let us know in the comments. Should we keep making these kinds of videos or not? And where did you get that?
I bought it using the link in the description. There's plenty of stuff like that there.
Couldn't you have told me earlier? Hey, Mr. Colombo, I've got a case for you.
Bitch, what kind of people are these? Boo 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 boo. I'll get you now. Well, who knew that he takes bribes?
We lost 2 precious months of you.
If it weren't for me, we would still be sitting there.
If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have gotten there. What are you doing here? Wow.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen something like this. V16, 2 turbines, 8 liters. This thing probably has as much power as a locomotive.
I understand why they were catching up to us. No amount of tuning can compete with this.
Yeah, this is perfectly the kind of car you should be playing the game with.
Yeah, right. No, Sanya, no. Sanya, no. Sanya!